All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. And today we're going to be looking at some crypto updates.
Yeah.
We've been doing these for a while now, and it seems like just in the last 24 hours,
Oh, yeah.
things have really accelerated.
Definitely.
We've got everything from, new ETFs being filed to international trade stuff, some regulations that are kind of eyebrow raising, and then even some legal drama.
It's amazing how it's all weaving together, right? Like
Yeah.
one big story.
It's like a movie. It's like a
Yeah.
financial thriller or something.
Absolutely.
So let's jump right in because there's a lot to cover. Let's start with these ETFs.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like everybody's trying to get in on the action now. We've got VanEck's shares, and it's not just Bitcoin anymore.
Right.
It's Avalanche, Solana, XRP, Dogecoin, even Litecoin. Like,
It's the whole gamut.
what is going on? Does this mean we're finally on the verge of mainstream crypto adoption?
Well, I think it definitely suggests a growing appetite for crypto among institutional investors. But the real question is whether the SEC will play ball, right?
Right. They've been really hesitant.
They've been notoriously cautious about approving crypto ETFs.
Yeah.
So that's really going to be the make or break moment, I think.
Okay. And what's interesting too is it's not just Bitcoin ETFs anymore. So all these altcoins too.
Yeah.
Does that mean that the focus is shifting a little bit away from just Bitcoin to kind of like a more diversified crypto portfolio?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, I think it's too early to say for sure,
Okay.
but it definitely suggests that there's a broader interest in the crypto space beyond just Bitcoin.
Interesting. Okay. Well, speaking of Bitcoin, I was actually kind of surprised to see that the apparent demand for Bitcoin is hitting like a 2025 low,
Right.
especially since the price is still, struggling below 100,000.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, apparent demand is a little bit of a tricky metric, right? Because it doesn't necessarily reflect
Oh,
a lack of interest. It's more about how much Bitcoin is actively being traded. So this dip could be tied to a number of factors. We're seeing a lot of economic uncertainty globally,
right.
with interest rates and inflation and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So investors might just be hesitant to make big moves right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
It's like people are just kind of waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a wait and see moment.
Okay, and it just goes to show you that crypto doesn't exist in a vacuum, right?
No, it's definitely part of the global financial system.
Yeah, it's all connected.
Mm.
And speaking of global affairs, this news about Russia using crypto to bypass sanctions is pretty wild.
Yeah, it's a really interesting development.
I mean, it's like a real-world test case for the power and the pitfalls of crypto
Hmm.
in international relations.
It really highlights that double-edged sword of decentralization, right?
Yeah.
On the one hand, it empowers individuals and challenges traditional financial systems.
Right.
But on the other hand, it can be exploited to circumvent sanctions and potentially destabilize global markets.
Yeah, I mean, it's a powerful tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
Exactly. And I think that's something that we're going to have to grapple with more and more.
Okay, so they're reportedly using Bitcoin Ether and even Tether for oil trades with China and India.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It's a big deal, and it's definitely raising eyebrows across the board.
Okay. Well, shifting gears a little bit, let's talk about regulations because it seems like we're on this constant roller coaster ride.
Oh, yeah, always.
So Vermont dropped its legal action against Coinbase over staking,
Right?
which seems like a win for the industry, but then you've got the SEC, breathing down everyone's neck.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag for sure.
Yeah, can you explain what staking is for people who might not be familiar with it?
Sure. So staking is essentially like earning interest on your crypto holdings.
Okay.
So you lock up your crypto for a certain period of time, and in return, you get rewarded with more crypto.
Gotcha.
It's a way to kind of passively earn income from your crypto.
Okay, so the Vermont case was interesting because it wasn't about staking itself.
Right.
It was about the way that Coinbase was offering those services.
Exactly. It was about the specific product that they were offering.
Okay.
And that really highlights the need for clearer regulatory guidelines because right now it's kind of a gray area.
Right. And the SEC's recent actions also show that this dialogue between governments and the crypto industry is super important.
Absolutely. I think that's going to be key to the long-term success of the industry.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's move on to the tech side of things because while all this is happening, the tech keeps chugging along. Ethereum delayed its Pectra upgrade,
Right.
but they launched a new testnet called Hoodie. Can you explain what all this means?
Sure. So Pectra is a major upgrade to the Ethereum network,
Okay.
and it's all about improving scalability and efficiency.
Okay.
So basically, it's going to make Ethereum faster and cheaper to use.
Gotcha.
And testnets like Hootie are crucial because they allow developers to test out these upgrades before they go live.
Okay, so it's like a testing ground.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a sandbox where they can experiment and make sure everything's working properly.
Okay, and that's really important because you don't want to just like launch a major upgrade without testing it first.
No, absolutely. It could have disastrous consequences.
Right. Okay, well, let's not forget about the drama that's unfolding in the legal arena. Three Arrows Capital and FTX are locked in this like epic battle.
Yeah, it's a big one.
And Three Arrows just upped their claim to like $1.53 billion.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. So could you give us like a quick rundown of what's going on there?
Sure. So Three O's Capital was a major crypto hedge fund,
Okay.
and they went bankrupt last year.
Right.
And now they're suing FTX,
Okay.
which is another major crypto exchange,
Gotcha.
alleging that FTX contributed to their collapse.
Okay.
And this whole saga just really underscores the importance of transparency and accountability in the crypto space.
Yeah. I mean, it's a reminder that we're still in the early days and there's a lot of stuff that needs to be figured out.
Absolutely. There's a lot of growing pains.
Yeah. Okay. On a lighter note, World Liberty Financial made some headlines with its $590 million token sale.
Right?
But then they quickly refuted reports about talks with Binance. Like, what's going on there?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a he said, she said situation.
Yeah.
But it just highlights the importance of verifying information in the crypto space.
Right, because there's so much stuff flying around.
Absolutely. There's a lot of noise.
Yeah, and it's hard to know what to believe.
You got to be discerning.
Okay. And finally, we've got Bolivia turning to crypto for energy imports due to their currency shortage.
Interesting.
It's amazing how crypto is being used to like navigate real-world challenges.
Yeah, it really speaks to the potential for crypto to offer alternative financial solutions,
Right.
particularly in emerging markets that are facing economic instability.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole new world out there, and crypto is definitely playing a role.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today, but wow, what a whirlwind of a week it's been.
It has.
The crypto world never sleeps.
Never a dull moment.
So what are your thoughts on all of this? Share your predictions for the future of crypto in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into this fascinating world.
And as you're thinking about all of this, consider this. Are we witnessing the birth pangs of a new financial order? Could crypto become as commonplace as traditional banking? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure.
What's that?
It's going to be a wild ride.
All right, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.